Hype, 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 hype. I think that we are going live. There we go. Hype, 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 hype. Now I think that we are live, but I don't know. Hype, everybody. Yes, we are actually here this time. We've made it. We are going live. We are indeed. We made it. We actually made it. It's pretty miraculous. This time it's working, okay? This time. I'm sorry. I apologize for the incorrect streaming settings of the previous stream, but I've learnt my lesson now. We are ready to go. We today are going to be breaking down the new Revelations trailer. Okay, it's going to be happening. There's so much juicy stuff in this trailer, so much. We're using the wonderful Adobe Premiere. There's going to be blood and gore. There's going to be drug references. There's going to be intense violence and some strong language. Some of those things are lies because there's very little real strong language in here, I'd say, and anyway, that's just the ESRB being silly, but we're going to be diving into the specifics of what is in this trailer. I'm just looking at the chat right now just to make sure that everything is A-okay, because the last time I tried to do this, it did not work because I am a melon. I'm a confirmed melon. 100%. So, let's just check the old streamer to make sure it's fine. There's going to be blood and gore. There's going to be drug references. It looks like it's fine to me. Looks like it's fine. Okay, so, chat is all good. Chat is raring to go right now, as expected. Guys, let's see some watermelon emojis in the chat right now. And without further ado, let's start things off right now as I adjust my headset with the trailer. Let's do it, okay? I hope you're ready for this, chat. Okay? I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Rufflewaffles. Hello, so nice to see all of you. Let's get into this bad boy. Dr. Rufflewaffles is going to be breaking this trailer down right now. Okay, here we go. Boom. The start of the trailer. ESRB rating. And then... Okay, wait for it. Every story has a beginning. Yes, okay, it gives us a sentence. And then... it goes through all of these locations. Now, for those of you that haven't been around with the Zombies community for a little while, you might not recognize this style of shot, but it's saying every story has a beginning, and then launching into, if I just play it just a moment there, if it launches into the locations, as you can see, this is a direct callback to a previous trailer from Call of Duty Zombies history, specifically the original Origins reveal trailer. The original. Yes, the OG. And so, today, we are going to... I'm loving the watermelons in the chat right now. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Loving those melons. Absolutely. We are going to watch the Origins reveal trailer for the first time. Well, okay, that's a lie completely. It's not for the first time. We're going to be watching it for the first time in this stream, at least. Here we go. Origins reveal trailer. Let's see what visual callbacks we can spot that relate to this current new Revelations trailer. Boom! Every story has a beginning. That's familiar, isn't it? Yeah, interesting. Boom, okay, this is an interesting shot. And then we see a character, which we don't see in the Revelations trailer until a little later on. But then we see the stone from Shangri-La. Then we see, again, another character. It's Dempsey in this case. Then we go, boom, another location. Then it's going to go to another character, as you can see. And then, boom, another location is going to be coming up as well. So you can see here that there are a series of locations being shown off. There are also the characters being shown off too, of course, but the locations is, and also the text, every story has a beginning, is the thing that is basically a reference to this current trailer. Or rather, the other way around, this current trailer is a reference to those locations. Then we see the shower on Verrückt. We see a little bit of Richtofen. We see the blood vials for the first time just here. This was the first time we had ever seen the blood vials. It was a revelatory moment, if you will. And then we see this. Every story has a beginning and an end. Oh, man. And then this bit is so good. I love it. I love it. Just getting myself a little pillow to sit on right now. And then this. Oh, my goodness me. We had the little pillars teased for a while. And then when they rotated just there and it spelled out Origins, community minds blown. Blown! It was an amazing moment. Amazing moment, okay? So, that was the Origins trailer from many a year ago, okay? If we now go back to this trailer, okay? We check this trailer out. What do we see? We see every story has a beginning, which we had just seen at the beginning of this trailer. So, interestingly enough, every story has a beginning, every story has a beginning. We keep moving forwards. We see in the background here, there's one of those locations. We keep scrolling through, there's Kino, the chandelier, another one of those locations. Keep scrolling through, we'll see another one of the locations there. We'll see the fishing hut from Shinonuma there. We'll see the shower from Verrucht there. So, as you can see, it's flitting through all the locations just like it did in the Origins reveal. And there's Nachlaron Toten. Every story has a beginning. And then it goes to this. That shot there, is not something we have seen before in the conventional sense, okay? This is not just a callback to a trailer. It's not just a shot from an old cinematic, but rather, this is seemingly a remade scene from Origins. Let's just all sit down right now. Just sit down in your chair, lean back, get your hands, bring them next to your head. Boink. It's just brain splattered everywhere. It's all gone. It's all gone. Just boink, splat, pop, fizz, kabang, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to do. This is just, oh my goodness me. They've remade Origins. They have recreated that level in glorious Black Ops 3 high definition, absolutely crystal clear visuals. It looks delightful. Delightful, okay? But that's not all. We go a shot further, and what's this? When I was doing my original reaction to the trailer, I saw these stairs, and I was like, no. No, 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 no. It cannot be. It cannot be. But I sat down, and I had to think about it, and what you are seeing here, seemingly, is Nachlaron Toten. It's another one of those moments. It's another one of those moments. This is the very first zombie map ever. Nazi Zombie Prototype was the codename for this map. It was literally the first one. And it is seemingly what we are seeing here. Now, we've got the curved staircase, so just up and to the right here is where people would do that little glitch where they'd get on the barrier and they'd sit there and just slay zombies all day. You've got the help door and stuff would be around there as well. And just, oh my goodness, man, it just gets me too excited. It just gets me too excited. The fact that they have Origins, okay, they have Origins, and then back to back, they get Nachlaron Toten. Mind blown. Mind blown. Honestly. So cool. Then we move on. We see this. Let's actually read this out, shall we? Because these messages are always really fun to read. Regulation number 30. Cell house. Loud talking, shouting, whistling, singing, blood gargling, or other unnecessary noises are not permitted. Pretty standard stuff, you know, like, if you've got a cell house, then you need some regulations, and if you've got some regulations, then you need to tell people not to sing, whistle, or gargle blood, because those are the three most common things that people do in cell houses that they're not allowed to do. So, we've got that shot there, we've got the barbed wire in the back, looking real saucy. Again, it just makes me happy to see this. It just makes me happy, okay? Let's move on, let's move on. We're not mowing the lawn right now, we're moving on. And an end. So do you remember in the Origins reveal where it said, every story has a beginning and an end? This time they've condensed that. Instead of it being like a minute long, it's 20 seconds. The and an end comes in, and then we see this. We see this. Kino der Toten. Kino der Toten. Kino der Toten. Chat, how do you feel about the fact that we're seeing Kino der Toten right now? Okay, we're seeing Mob, we're seeing Nacht, we're seeing Origins, and we're seeing Kino der freaking Toten, but it's got a load of trees in it. Jason Blundell is a bit of a fan of horticulture, it seems, because not only in Zetsubou no Shima were we growing plants left, right, centre, up, down, back, front, all over the shop, but now we are seeing trees inside Kino der Toten. Just going to jump out the window at this point. Just going to jump out of the window. Takio is standing there in the teleporter. This is the teleporter that obviously links to the mainframe in the other room, and that lets you teleport into the projector room, and then... oh my goodness me. Just imagine for a moment. just imagine, okay? I want you to close your eyes right now. This is going to be a bit cringy, but I don't care, okay? Because all the kids sitting at home going, haha, cringe. You just need to get in the moment for a moment, okay? Just for a moment. Sit down, close your eyes, and just imagine an overgrown Kino der Toten, okay? An overgrown entire theatre. You link the teleporter pad. You power it on. You've got the stage open, all of that good stuff. You come in here. You activate the teleporter, you teleport to the projector room, but then the time is ticking slowly but surely down, you're pack-a-punching your guns, you're doing everything as you normally would, and then time runs out, you hear that final tick, and you teleport. But you don't teleport back into the map. You teleport into Samantha's room. But there is a difference this time, because in the original Kino der Toten, the story was very much just sort of really getting started. It was finding its way. And so at that time, they had thought about the idea of Samantha's room, and they thought about the idea of having a tranquil, serene, normal version of Samantha's room, and they had also thought about the idea of having a corrupt version, one that was tainted by darkness and chaos, as Nikolai might say. That room was hella messed up, there were teddies everywhere, it was lit up all red, it was demonic. You, this time, are teleporting to a third Samantha's room. And this one is the Origins cutscene Samantha's room in all its glory, with all its furnishings, potentially with all her stuff still lying on the floor from when she was last there, and you are transported into that world. Just briefly, you get 5 seconds in there, you maybe pick up a projector reel, something like that, and then boom, you're out, and instead of going back to Kino, what if at that point, you don't go back to Kino, you don't go back to Revelations, you go to another map. You end up, for instance, in Shangri-La. And in Shangri-La, you run around for a little bit, and then you activate the pack-a-punch, the panels that you have to push into the floor. You do that, or for example, actually even better, you activate the Eclipse. And when you activate the Eclipse, you go into the Eclipse, but it's a different Shangri-La. It's not the Shangri-La that we knew, and instead of coming out of the Eclipse back into Shangri-La, we go somewhere else. And we find ourselves tumbling through all of the maps. How cool would that be? How cool would it be? Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm getting carried away right now. Holy hype, Batman. The goosebumps are just not going away. I've got serious chicken skin right now. Trees in Kino der Toten. A trap switch just underneath my mouse. The Bowie knife, of course, on the right side. Guys, it doesn't get much better than this. It does not get much better than this. Holy smokes. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep the hype going. If you're hyped right now, I want to see a like. Okay, a like spike in 3, 2, 1, boom. Do it. Like a Reno. Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Takio's just standing there. A bit contemplative, something like that. Okay. There's a pillar here. Where is this pillar? Got some skulls. So we're looking from the ground up. Where is this pillar? Where is it? Where is this? Is this in Revelations? There's a good chance that this is actually within Revelations itself. I think that is a fairly decent guess, because you've got this kind of altar thing here, you've got the skulls embedded within it, looking a real fancy, you then see this light, or rather, yeah, the lightning flashing, and the thunder, I presume, as well, in the old eardrums, and this kind of altar of sorts, which looks a little weird. I mean, I don't know if those are ribs, but they look rather brittle, and you've got the Origins concentric circles in the top right as well, and this disc thing that we're seeing on the right here, definitely significant. We're going to see more of that in just a moment. We move on. Oh, quick flash there of this bad boy. So what exactly is going on? In the background, we've got these blue lights, these stark blue lights. We've got this stone something or other in the center with the 2 teeth protruding from each side of its mouth and from each part of its mouth as well, top and bottom. This thing is another instance of this altar that we are seeing here, and we don't exactly know what exactly it's doing, but we can see a bit of movement in the background. It looks like that might be running water. Maybe this is in Shangri-La. Maybe that is actually part of Shangri-La. That is what we're seeing there. Maybe it's the downstairs of Shangri-La, potentially, or it is indeed Revelations like we are seeing, I believe, here. This, I definitely think, is Revelations for the following reason, okay? As you can see, those rocks flying into the sky, pretty standard stuff. Like, chat, I'm sure you'd agree, right? I'm sure you'd agree that it's pretty standard stuff. Just you know, regular Revelations sort of stuff. But, not only do we have this ethereal blue light emanating from this circular disc of 115, embedded, this pull seeping through the floor, through this cracking concrete, okay? Not only do we have that presence, but in the background, doesn't it look to you like a skybox? Doesn't it look to you like the heavens have been torn apart? They have been ripped asunder, and what we are potentially seeing there in the background, that silhouette, is a floating rock atop which lies a house. Maybe. Just maybe. Don't know, it's really hard to see, but it's possible. There's a silhouette back there. There's a good chance it's floating. It's certainly markedly more high up than we are in this particular area. Just saying. Just saying. Whew! The hype. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep going. We see this shot here. Now, there is some sleuthing we need to do here, guys. There is some sleuthing, okay? I'm loving the fact that you guys are getting real interested. It's a portal. Yes, okay, it's a portal, but it's also... it's also potentially something that something's going to spawn out of. I mean, we could jump into it. That would be cool. But the fact that it's kind of opening up like this as well, I kind of wonder, is this an area that we're going to be able to sort of activate and it's going to open up? We'll be able to jump in and then it'll close up again or something? Or is it going to be like the Origins Crazy Places where we have to build the portal itself and then it disassembles after a certain amount of time? Anyway, I want to see that hype in the chat. Let's get the watermelon emojis flowing thick and fast, okay? Flowing thick and fast. But I want to move on to this because there is some serious sleuthing that we need to do in this shot. So, as I said before, this circular something or other. In fact, you know what? Let's pull out the brightness and contrast. Let's do it. Let's get it out of here. Boom. Bit of brightness and contrast on there. Let's change the old settings. Boom. There we go. There we go. A little more. Lovely. Okay, so we can see this a little clearer now. We've got these teeth on the left here, okay? So what it looks like to me is almost gears that have interlocked with one another, and now they are ready to rotate. That's the sort of thing that I'm seeing on the side here. If we keep going through the shot, then the brightness and contrast is going to be way too glaring. Oh my goodness, that hurts my eyes, so let's turn that bad boy down. But let's leave it on just a little bit, because it's going to give us a nice little insight into some of the secrets that are hidden in this shot. So we go back into full screen. We've got those teeth on the left side that I just talked about, and I showed you when we bumped the brightness and contrast right the way up. But what we see here is super easy to miss. Chat, I'm going to give you 10 seconds, okay? What are we seeing here? 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, okay? Chat, I'm hoping that you have done a good job of sussing out exactly what it is we're seeing here. By the way, is the lighting better if I bring the light in front of my face? Is it better if it's there? I think it's a little bit better like that. So let's do that for the remainder of the stream, shall we? I'm gonna see. Let's see. Is chat getting what we're seeing there? Is chat figuring it out? People are saying there's a 935 logo. Not quite. People are just saying hype. That's definitely for sure. What we are seeing here, everybody. What we are seeing here, and I want to see some real enjoyment coming from this in the chat right now. We are seeing Apothicon writing. I kid you not. There is legitimately Apothicon writing just here. Feast your eyes, everybody. Look at this. Look at this. There is real Apothicon writing in the floor here, and we are going to translate it. We are going to translate it right now. Okay. Oh my goodness me, the hype is so real, okay? So the Apothicon writing, as you can see there, is the following. You've got, as I go like this, come on, there we go. We've got the kind of arm, the leaf type thing at the top, and we've got the 3 dots in the middle. Now, thanks to, okay, yeah, people are like, no way right now. This is why you stick with me for breaking your trailers down, everybody. This is why. Okay, so, okay, let's get some likes on the video right now for that discovery, but we are going to actually translate this bad boy. So, I'm going to my website, chronorium.com. We're going to say, okay, so in this particular image, what are we seeing? We're seeing the 3 dots radical, so that's the element of the word that is the 3 dots, and we're seeing the arm radical here, which could have another one on the other side, but we just can't see it, because in the actual shot itself, as it scrolls along, you don't see any lower down in the shot, so it's hard to say, but we do see the 3 dots radical, which you can see just here. If I go full screen and zoom this bad boy in, it is going to be, let's see, it's going to be the erg or gua radical. Okay, so we're going to click that. That's going to give us all the possibilities for what this could be. Now, if we look here, we need to match what we are seeing in this image, which is 3 dots and the arm with the spikes on it specifically, to the possible words. So we are seeing 3 dots and an arm. The only one that has 3 dots and an arm is this one here. Okay, we've got, for example, 2 dots and an arm, but that's not the right one because we need that third larger dot in the middle. We've got 2 dots and an arm again, but it's not the right sort of thing. We've got 3 dots down here, but they don't have the arm. This one does, and so we can presume that just below here we have that extra arm, that extra little bit on the other side, the symmetry of the word, and so by clicking it, we see that this says consume. Oh my goodness me, the hype, guys. The hype right now. The hype. I'm just going to tweet this out real quick. Okay? We're gonna tweet this bad boy out. We are going to tweet it out right now. They're translating the Apothicon messages in the Revelations trailer. Harambe would be proud. Question mark. Link. Boom. Done. There we go. Tweet it out. Feel free to go retweet that if you feel so inclined on my old Twitter account. But we have just deciphered, decoded, translated a little bit of Apothicon into English using my website and a little handy screenshot. So if that isn't exciting, the fact that this says consume, then I don't know what is, okay? So that is just the start. We are 32 seconds into a 1 minute and, by the looks of it, around 11-second long trailer. We have more to come, okay? This is by no means the end. Let's keep it rolling right now. We've got this shot. We've got the skeletons there. We've got consume written on the floor. We move forwards. We see the shot pan. We don't really see what's on the right-hand side here. It's too blurry, I'd say, to say. But we then see our good friend Nikolai, okay? He's a pal, this guy. He's been through a lot. The bombs took his love away from him. Whether his love was his wife or his country is up for debate. We can call it his wife for now. But regardless, this man has gone through some troubling times. And here he is, seemingly inside a rather familiar location. A rather familiar location. The hype is off the charts. This is insane. This honestly shouldn't be happening. How Treyarch have managed this, I don't know. Where have they found the time? My mind is blown. My mind is honestly blown. Treyarch have done such an insane job here. Let's just crank the old brightness and saturation just a little bit more because there's some slightly darker shots coming up right now. So that's the shot, okay? Generator Station 3. There's the word that we just translated. Let's close the old Twitteroos. Let's see what the chat's doing right now. Chat is losing its marbles. I love it. I love it, okay? Let's keep on rolling. Let's keep on rolling. Boom! Okay, oh, it's not bright, it's dark. Sorry, it's not dark, it's bright. Getting my words mixed up. Let's get rid of that. Actually, let's keep it. Okay, and let's see how we can tweak this. I'm tweaking the old settings so we can really sleuth out exactly what's going on here. I reckon that's probably a good happy medium, okay? So, in this shot, we see a couple of things, okay? We see, as I just look at my old Twitters, okay, looks good. We see the rotating discs with the Origins concentric circles on. We also see this little shingamadoodle over here, okay? And that, to me, is very reminiscent of Origins. If you guys remember, in Origins, there are the little walkways that you can jump off as you're going into the mound. As you go down, you can go both ways down into the mound, and there are little bits you can jump off, and there's little walkways and things like that. Looks to me like that thing on the left, might be one of those very Origins walkways. Maybe. Okay? Maybe. If that is the case, I just need to make sure I'm actually still in shot here. Yes, I'm still in shot. We're all good. If that is the case, then I am hypothesizing that this is the actual Origins mound in its original form. Okay? Prior to the destruction that was unleashed upon it by Group 935 when Maxis was doing his excavations with the other members of the group during World War I. It was Excavation Site 64. They stumbled across the mound. They started digging. They were locked out of the actual sealed ancient chambers, but then they played the source noir music on the gramophone, and voila, the portals opened up. They entered the crazy place, and everything changed forever. Or rather, they entered the actual mound itself, and everything changed forever. This, in my opinion, could well be what the mound originally looked like. Or maybe in a different universe, what it looked like. Or maybe in another time, another place, what it looked like, okay? These rotating discs are very Origins-esque to me. The spires on the outside here are very Origins-esque to me. The light being channeled down from the heavens into the discs here and flowing through the rings is very Origins-esque to me. Okay? It rotates, the lightning hits the spires, it looks fantastic. You cannot argue with that. And in fact, if we go just a little slow here and we look in the bottom left, that little chunk that we are seeing there, again, gives me a real Origins vibe. That little sort of attached bit of the disc, real Origins inspired in my opinion. Now, one thing I do want to say is that this could be similar architecture to what we were seeing in Origins, but actually just in a different area entirely. This could be the Origins architecture in a slightly different manifestation of itself in the Revelations map specifically, inside the Revelations area where the house is. And the reason I say that is that as we go into this shot, if you look in the sky, it appears to be channeling energy from a great, gigantic behemoth, a colossal blue orb of energy. 115 is the fabric of the universe. It is the webbing that binds everything and holds it all together. It seems like a conglomeration of 115 has appeared above this, whatever it is, this, I guess, source maybe of 115, or maybe it's drawing the energy from the conglomeration that is above it. Either way, very interesting stuff there. Very, very interesting stuff. I'm liking the patterning on it. I think it looks great. I'm loving the vibe. I think it looks great. We're going to move on to the next shot. We see some of these patterns that look very familiar because they are the original Origins concentric circles that we saw all over the crazy place, looking hella fantastic, very fantastic indeed. And we also see in this shot, in the top right, that sky, that yellow and red torn asunder sky that we were talking about before, is, in my opinion, the skybox of the area where the house is going to be. So, I'm now leaning towards the idea that this is indeed in that same area where the house is. That's what my current thinking is. This is a similar version of that original Origins architecture in a different place. But it's been reassembled, as you can see. It does have splits in it, it does have some cracks, so this thing is not completely intact by all means. It has been assembled. And here, we see the electricity flowing along this pillar. We see it flowing along the sheath of this spinning, rotating device, absorbing the energy from that conglomeration of 115 in the sky, and then it does this. Gives us a little flash. Shoom! 115 going everywhere. Shoom, foom, shoom, foom. Why exactly? Don't know. Doesn't really give us anything clear to be looking at. I mean, that's extremely unclear. You know what, though? We could actually try. We could try and just bump the brightness up right now and bump the contrast up and see if we can find anything here. Should we do that real quick? Let's see. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's just go back to the area that we were just in, which was there. Okay. So is there anything we can see when the brightness and contrast is on max and we go frame by frame? Doesn't look like it. Anything else? No? Okay, nothing else. So we're going to bring the brightness and contrast down again. In fact, we should be able to just go like this. Yep, there we go. Back down to the brightness and contrast. We are at a normal level. Let's roll back in, okay? Let's roll back in. Let's do it. Let's roll back into this bad boy. So, let's see. Whereabouts are we now? I've got like this. We've got the body bags just hanging down, looking pretty fantastic. Very fantastic. Very good, very good, very good. We've got... what else? The chains, obviously, as well. Nothing really else in that shot, I don't think. Then we see this big friggin' tail. Is this a dragon tail? Is it something else? I mean, it looks real spindly, so I'm assuming it's a dragon tail. We see Nikolai sort of looking at it like, bruh, really? Just really? Are you really doing this to me? And then we're going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on going. And we see Der Eisen. Okay, so a Der Eisen that has been wrecked. It has been destroyed by, I guess, the calamity of the actions of our cast throughout Black Ops 3. They've been absolutely mashing this place to smithereens with their actions because they're changing the course of history here. And that ain't an easy task. And you've got to mess some things up in order to do that. So you've got the pyramid seemingly still intact, I think. It's kind of hard to actually make out whether it's okay or not. There's a lot of 115 sort of stuff floating around. There's some holes in the ceiling. The keepers are just looking as epic as always. So there's the Reisendrache. Next shot, Richtofen looking rather upset, looking fairly unhappy. On the right side here, we have something red that is kind of wiggling a little bit. There is a bright orange light in the sky, which once again is the torn asunder sky that I was talking about momentarily ago. And also, we appear to see that same serpent-like creature that may be a dragon or maybe some other, I guess, scaled beast flying through the air on the right side here. If you keep your eye on this little area of the screen, that is what we are seeing. Okay, it goes all the way to the right and it basically flies past. So, could be a dragon or it could be something else. Quite likely it's a dragon, but maybe it's going to be something else. Who knows where Jason's going to take us. We've also obviously got the blood looking just as bloody as ever, so that's fine. And we see Richtofen just sort of grimacing a bit here. Doesn't look too happy, does he? Really doesn't look too happy. You also got that yellow light on this... Yellow? What did I just... Yellow? Oh yeah, it's white and gold, right? No, it's blue and black. No. Okay, let's move on. We've got the blue light on the side there. A little bit of a green glow in the background as well. And then this. Oh my goodness me. So Treyarch did a Snapchat teaser earlier today, and it was a very unclear version of this. And now we are seeing it clearly. It looks very fantastic. We've got the blue light once again in the sky. This ring, this hole in the ceiling of this building, this chapel as I originally called it, looking real lovely, but a little bit bashed up as well, and a little overgrown as well. You can see some foliage hanging down over the side here, and the light's just the god rays coming through and shining, and the volumetrics, and just all of it looks fantastic. You've obviously got 3 of the premise members here, but one of them is on the other side. I saw someone saying, oh, there's only 3 of them. No, the 4th is just on the other side. You can see their shoulder, so all is well. I wonder if this is going to be the area where we actually pick the staves up, okay? The staves themselves are going to be in their holders, the original staves, the staves of the ancients proper, rather than the replicas that Maxis was working on, okay? What if this is where they are located? What if? We're going to have to build them, no doubt, but what if this is where their holders specifically are? I think it's certainly very possible. Very, very possible. Then we see another shot of Dempsey looking rather solemn. He doesn't look too happy by any means. He's got his pistol out and he's holding it right at your forehead. And he looks... And then this. Chat, I need your help with this shot. I need your help. Because I think this is Shangri-La, but I don't have any evidence for that, other than the fact that there's some grass. I can't think of where on the map this is in Shangri-La, but I feel like it is Shang. Am I crazy? Or is this like Zetsubo or something and they've done something weird? Or is this somewhere completely else? Or is maybe this Revelations? Let me know your thoughts. I feel inclined to think it's Shang because of the architecture on the wall here, but I'll check chat in just a moment and we'll see where chat thinks this is. I think it's Shang. But anyway, we'll move on. We've got those gates there, and then we get this shot of Richtofen, and we need to listen to this with sound, man. We're going to listen to the whole thing with sound in a moment, but we need to listen to this particular bit with sound, okay? This particular bit. Here we go. Here we go.
Breathe. Maxis!
The roar! Maxis, mate. Yes, okay, so... We're going to just take a quick look at this shot. We've got Richtofen looking rather unhappy. He doesn't look like he's having the best time in the world by any means. In the background, we've got some kind of structure, but it's quite hard to make out what it is at the start of the shot, and he obviously has the blood vials on him as well. Now, as he turns, this is where things get interesting. We see the sky, okay? We see this ripped up, bloodied sky Okay? The red, pink, orange glow pulsing forth. And we see what looks like, in my mind, possibly, once again, a silhouette on this side of the screen here. This, oh, hold on. This sort of area around here, a silhouette of what could, in my opinion, be a fractured version of the house. The house. Yeah. In my opinion, that is definitely possible. It's really hard to make out exactly what's going on back there, but it certainly looks to me like there's some wood, there's some broken bits and bobs, and there's a lot of 115 going on as well. There's the blue light on the left side and the red light on the right side. Looks real nice. Maybe. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep moving on. We don't have much more left other than this. Oh my goodness me. Before we jump into this, let's see what the chat was saying for that other shot. Are we people saying Shangri-La? People saying, oh my goodness, it's moving so quickly. Buried? Maybe. I don't think so, though. The maps are merged. I agree. People saying Kino. No one knows where that other shot is. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's not too significant, I don't think, for now. Then we have this shot. Okay, so we go from the shot just here of Richtofen looking hella angry. He's got his blood vials still on his chest. Does he have both of them there? Yes, he does. He does have both of them, just in case any of you guys were unsure about that. He's got one just there, and then the other's just there. So one is like behind, and the other is in front. Okay, so both blood vials looking real good, and then boom. This shot here. Holy smokes. This is the conglomeration of energy. The conglomeration of 115 that I was talking about moments ago. Below it, we are seeing fractured and seemingly floating rock, which reminds me of one thing, and one thing only. We see the four characters here, contemplating exactly what's going on, looking up towards the rip, the tear, the hole in reality that they have created. The paradox, the loop, the open loop, specifically. This is their fault, certainly by part. They've got the galaxy pretty much above this blue sphere, looking hella saucy, very nice, some stars on the right side, a little bit of interdimensional light coming through on the left as well, and they stand here, and they just sort of go, wow. And you've got that blue pulsing light in the center, and you've got that rock just there, and oh my goodness me, those rocks, man, if we look at those rocks right at the bottom of this shot, just here, what does this make you think of? Makes me think of the house. We're going to the house. DLC 4 is going to have elements of Origins, of Kino der Toten, of Mob of the Dead, of Nacht der Untoten, of potentially Shangri-La, of potentially several other maps as well. They are pushing the boat out to such a ridiculous degree here. I can't quite believe it's happening. Okay? We are going to watch this trailer now with sound, and we are going to embrace the hype. Okay? We're going to embrace it. We're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to embrace the hype. Oh, no, that's not the button I wanted. There we go. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I've got to make sure that it's not muted. There we go. Is there sound? Yes, there is. Together, everybody, sit back, get comfortable, just relax, okay? Deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Revelations. Oof. Origins.
Unimaginable evil manifests all around us.
No.
So much of the past has returned. But what of our future? We put our fates in the hands of a madman. Truly, we have reaped what we have sown. Mein Gott, what have I done? Stop it, Edward. Breathe. Marxist! We'll fight side by side, back to back. Even if it's for the last time.
That note on the piano at the end gets me every single time. Every time there's the first one, boom. Even if it's for the last time. I can't even speak right now. And then, boom. Whew! One more time, and then I think we're going to be good to go. I think. Every story has a beginning, everybody, and an end. Oh.
Unimaginable evil manifests all around us. So much of the past has returned, but what of our future? We put our fates in the hands of a madman. Truly, we have reaped what we have sown. Mein Gott, what have I done? Stop it, breathe. Marxist! We'll fight side by side, back to back, even if it's for the last time.
Oh my goodness me! We will fight side to side, back to back, even if it's for the last time. Tak says at the beginning, so much from the past has returned, but what of our future? This is it, everybody. This is the end of the story. It's Revelations. Are we dead? Did we die? I think we died. I think we died. The chat is saying rip right now. We might have died. I was trying to make a good ending, but maybe it's failed. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I don't even know if are we good? I don't know. Okay, see ya. I think we died. The chat is saying rip right now.